SeaWorld.com. I just can't go to SeaWorld anymore.
Just to
And then
let you
Aquatica
know,
is my favorite water park. Aquatica killing Volcano Bay. Aquatica killing
Peach
Blizzard Beach,
is
Typhoon Lagoon.
on here
Aquatic.
live again. She's actually posting on all three platforms. And what has happened is she done canceled Waking Up with Peach again. Yeah. She just don't know what to do with herself. I was just going through YouTube, find out what was up. And here she is on here. She done canceled Wake Up with Peach. Um, of course, once again, she claims she don't really need the money to do something like that. So she decided against doing the class. She's in that office trying to battle while she's on TikTok on one device, and then the other one she's on YouTube. And she's talking about, she still wants to, of course, do the farm and get herself together. Peach just don't know what to do with herself. She just don't know. She's still talking about going to Tokyo. She claims she's taking, the family to Tokyo this year. She got plans for Tokyo and plans for the Bahamas. She also claims that Gregory McKay is going to college and she's going to pay for him. He's going to school for doing producing movies, and supposedly he has to produce a movie about her life. That should be interesting to see. Another thing, she claims she had 3 offers for honorary doctorate degrees from 3 different institutions, but she turned them down. I don't know. I find that hard to believe with her narcissistic behavior that she would turn down an honorary degree. I don't know, Peach. She comes up with some lies. Hey, Annette, how are you? I just came across Miss Peach McIntyre. She's online giving out her words of wisdom. She says she wants to parent a class, do a parenting class. Somebody in the chat asked her, did she have a certificate to do that? She claimed she didn't need a certificate because she is certified just being a parent. Make that make sense. Yeah, she done canceled her Wake Up with Peach class. But I'm going to turn her on and you can listen to what she's saying. I hope she don't have no music.
And then we lose, and I don't like to lose. I get in my feelings. I go to crying, etc. Apple, oh, get off my page. I'm finna block you. There we go. Bye. Oh, hater. Anyways, back to what we doing. My other kids at my door, they probably want their iPads. I took their iPads and phones because they want to go to sleep. Thank you. My next class, April 12, 2026. 2020, there we go. Thank you so much. Shop my website, wakeupwithpeach.com. Thank you. It is. All right, we're finna get back out there. We're finna do a battle. I'm finna get up off of here. Go to my website, wakeupwithpeach.com. Let me show y'all. Then I gotta charge my computer because my computer about to die. We literally at 9%. My website is wakeupwithpeach.com. My birthday class is $137.37. You can head over there, wakeupwithpeach.com. Scroll down. Keep going. Keep going. Right here. My birthday class. All right, it's $137.37. I'll be turning 37 years old this year. 37 years old, and the skin's still clear. These hoes be hating. They say I got herpes when I got a bump near. I don't know if I do. Maybe y'all will stop trying to screw my husband. Okay, boo boo. All right. Anywho, buy over here. I'm gonna come back though. I'm gonna come back and buy over here.
Yeah, that's what Miss Peach has been up to. Let me see. Yeah, so. Hey, Zaylin, how are you? How's it going? Yeah, so she claims that she canceled Wake Up with Peach. She claims that she has refunded everyone their money. You know, we won't know unless somebody complains about it. And it's so funny that she and Tracy are on at the same time. I don't know what Miss Tracy is talking about. Somebody said, no, ma'am, I'm not too old for YouTube. Maybe you're too young for YouTube. Have a good day. Hit my like button, please, on the way out. And subscribe if you like this content. So I don't know what her next move is going to be. Gray hair does not mean that you're old. I was gray at the age of 16, so has nothing to do with age, darling. That is a color. Thank you. But anyway, I just can't believe that someone would want to actually, um, that someone would actually want to engage with her for parenting tips on how to be a parent, considering all the things that she's been going through. Um, Once again, that storyline about her and Wood, you know, not being together and she's going to get a divorce. Seem like they're back in lover's paradise. That's not going to happen. So she was just saying that she was going to ask Wood to cook her something on the grill. So, you know, she's back in love again. So I don't know what her next storyline is going to be. She done did the, storyline with. You said no, it's not. What you mean, Annette? You don't think she's in lover's paradise? I don't know what kind of paradise it is, but I know I don't think she's going to leave that husband of hers. I don't think she's going to divorce him. That's for sure. She's going to stay right there She's going to put up with whatever he dishes out. You see, somebody commented on the video about her having those bumps on her lips and stuff, and she tried to poo-poo the fact that in the video, someone stated what it could possibly be, and she said it might be that, it might not. She really didn't, she had an I don't care attitude about what it could be. So that goes to show you she doesn't care. She does not care. She is just haphazard with whatever. So, like I said, I happened to catch her live, which I was shocked she was live on YouTube because I was on YouTube and I came across her video. So, it was just interesting that she was on there. Because she knows what it is. Yeah, I think so too, Inette. She probably already knows what it is. Of course, and that's her business. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know if I would come on camera if I had an outbreak of such. Um, if I was in that situation, just don't come on camera. You know, then you won't have that storyline out there in the public. She knows that a lot of people watches her videos. She knows that a lot of people are criticizing her for one reason or another. So why add that storyline? Yeah, yeah. Her mama's on here now. She's on her channel going live at the same time. So you also got to remember, this is the end of the month. From what I understand, content creators are trying to, if they're monetized. I saw the video concerning Tokyo Tony. But the thing is, I really don't know the storyline behind it. I know she and her daughter don't see eye to eye, but I never, delved into the content between the two of them. I would have to investigate more, to make a comment on their situation. Tokyo Tony, I hate to say it, she looked like she may have some personal issues going on with herself. And as far as where her daughter intertwines with that, I don't know anything about it. Um, yeah, I would have to go deeper into what's going on with them. But I see a lot of people have been commenting on what is going on. Oh, really? Well, that's a possibility. Mental health is is thank goodness has been becoming more on the forefront because a lot of people go through that. A lot. And it just depends on how severe it happens. I hate to say it. I know a lot of people to the point that they have to actually take medication for it. And a lot of people experience it. They just don't know at the time what it is or how to classify it. But mental health is definitely something that needs to be addressed in this nation. I guess in the world. I don't know how other countries deal with it. But I know here in the United States, it seems like we have a hard time accepting that people have mental health issues. Like I said, I've worked with people with mental health issues. I know people personally in my life that has dealt with it. And if it's not under control, if it's not diagnosed, it could be a scary subject. Someone that I grew up with, he was actually schizophrenic. And the thing is, this man was also a musical genius. Okay? He went to Juilliard for college. And the sad part is, he never actually got his degree from Juilliard. But when it came to music and composing and stuff, he was a genius. And at this time, he actually ended up in a mental health facility. And that is how he's living out his, unfortunately, that's how he's living out the end days of his life. So, it's sad to see people go through that, you know. And I want to say he was diagnosed when he was in college. As a teenager, you know how you see people and you say, oh, he's special, or, you know, he's weird, you know. But once he got to college, I think he started having more mental episodes, and that's when his diagnosis became more prevalent. And it's sad to see people go through that, because not only does it affect them, it affects their families also, you know? And yeah, it could be quite trying, quite trying. But like I said, I just popped on just to give you an update that, yes, once again, Miss McIntyre has canceled her classes for Wake Up with Peach. So I don't know what the next storyline, or how she's back to battling on TikTok. But what else she plans to do to make funds? On this particular live, she stated that she is a multi-millionaire. Okay. And Peach, if you were a multi-millionaire, would you be renting a house? Let's start with that. You might rent a condo, possibly. But would you rent a house? You don't even own a house that can accommodate your family of 9 kids and a husband. Okay? You don't even have a transportation that can accommodate your 9 kids and a husband, you know? And multimillionaires would be able to take care of all of that. So you might have had multi-millions come through your hands, Peach, but it's not taking care of your family. It's not something that your family can actually say that they have. I know you're getting this money together for Gregory's tuition, and I pray that you do get it together so that this young man can follow his dreams, whatever they may be. So we'll see how that goes. If I see anything else come through, I will come back on live. But you all, I just had to give you an update on that. And I will talk to you later. And by the way, please like and subscribe. Leave a comment if you're catching this on replay. And make sure that you subscribe to my channel. I would Really appreciate it. It's still the end of March Madness. All right, talk to you later. Bye.